Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Giselle. So today's video, I'm showing you guys how I get ready for a trip. I'm just giving myself some self-care. So what I start off with is shaving my face. I think it's a game changer, guys. I feel like my skin looks and feels so much better, especially when you apply makeup on a fresh shaven, how do you say that? When your face is nice and shaved, guys, the makeup just looks amazing. Like, look at all that hair. It literally flies in the air because it's so fine. So I also like to shave my whole body with this Aveda shave cream. I don't always use it, but I just happen to find it in my shower because I stole it from my brother. But I'm also showing you guys a sugar scrub that I like to use so that my skin is nice and exfoliated before I go in with a tanner. And also I'm doing this the night before so that my skin isn't so raw and like the self tanner looks nice and isn't like penetrating my freshly shaven skin. And today I didn't use a sugar scrub, but I did use the loofah. That's why I was showing you guys it. And I'm also making sure to moisturize my body. It's so important that you moisturize your elbows, your knees, anywhere where it looks ashy. Make sure you rub that lotion, girl. So I'm using my trusty Nivea cream, and look how much I have on one leg. Yeah, so I'm telling you guys, moisturize super well. Make sure to get those ankles and those knees, and please don't mind those bruises. I get them from work. So now for the fun part, I'm going to take off all of my jewelry and my ligas to make sure that the tanner doesn't get on all that. But I found this strategy from Julia Havens. She used a like rubber glove. And let me show you guys. This is what I actually use. I used to use them all the time, but they do rip. They're really sensitive. So I think you guys should try out the rubber gloves. They really don't absorb as much product, so it just evenly distributes it, and it's really nice. So I'm showing you guys two tanners that I usually use, but today I'm using the dark one by Lemon Tan. As you can tell, it's super dark and it's like really scary, and I'm like having a tough time. Yeah, but it really just looks so natural. I know it looks so dark, but I promise you it just helps guide you. Like if you forgot a place, you can just make sure that everything is covered and you don't have like a weird white spot. I also want to mention to you guys that if you are discouraged to do self-tanner on yourself, it really isn't hard. You just have to practice, because I've done trial and error so many times and I've come out with really dark elbows, really orange hands, and it's just practicing. And honestly, I find that using less product once you're closer to your hands really makes it look natural, because I usually would start around my elbow down and like my hands would look so dark, and then it just didn't look natural. My mom would always call me out on it. So now I start from the elbow up, and then I work my way down. I also make sure to get my armpits, as you guys saw, because a lot of girls don't do that sometimes, and then it looks white, and it's a dead giveaway that you have self-tanner on. I also don't do this with clothes. I obviously have to have clothes on for this video, but usually do this, you know, not clothed in the bathroom. And I try to blend it up my neck and around my ears, guys. Oh my gosh, I always get paranoid that my neck will be white and the rest of my body is super brown, so make sure you go behind the ears and around your neck. And I personally don't put self-tanner on my face, but you can if you're not that sensitive. I just color match, you know, with my foundations to match my self-tanner. And then for the legs, I really wanted to tell you guys that the ankles always look crusty, so make sure that you go in between your toes and really extend your heel, you see what I'm saying, so that your ankles get all that tanner and those crevices. For this next part, cut me some slack. I literally always have trouble with my back, but I manage because my arms are kind of long and I can reach like my back, but usually people do ask for help for this part, but just try your best. And then now I'm gonna do my hands. I'm telling you guys, I barely use any product, and I carefully rub it starting from my wrist and then work my way down to my fingers. I also like to go in between my fingers because, you know, if you open them up, you'll see like white in between of your fingers, you see what I'm saying? So also like to make a fist and then work that into my hands. So now I'm just making sure that it looks okay and evenly applied, and it's good to go. And now I have to wait for that to cook for 6 hours. They do have a 2-hour one, but I have to finish up my 6-hour tanner. After a couple hours, I go into the shower, and I like to exfoliate my skin with a loofah still because I feel like it makes the tanner look a lot more softer in a way. It also doesn't look as dark. It doesn't look so scary once it's fully developed. Like, you would think I would look so weird and not like myself, but I feel like I look pretty natural in my own opinion. So then after that, I'm giving myself like a mini blowout. I didn't want to wash my hair fully, but I did wet it, so I'm just giving myself a little blowout with my favorite Revlon hair blow dryer tool. I literally use it all the time. I have a whole video about it, so I'm going to leave it in the top right corner in the eye so you guys can click it and watch my video on how I give myself a blowout. So I mentioned this in my video, but every time I give myself a blowout, to give it an expensive look, I like to section a piece in the front part of my head because this is where you're going to get that volume. So when I push it to the side, I get that nice aerial hair effect. I've mentioned this so many times, but I really do love this tool, guys. Like, I highly recommend you guys investing in it. It really makes such a difference whenever you blow out your hair. But yeah, this is the end of the video, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed seeing what I do, and I'll see you guys next time.